Checking your inventory right now is the best attack you can give. People love you for what you can contribute, but they don't always love you. They love what's inside the package, but if it doesn't look like what they want it to look like, they'll push you to the side and have you start to believe that you're not enough, and then you start to try to overgive and to overcompensate and, as I said before, cheapen your brand. But all it leaves you with is anxiety. It leaves you with hurt. It leaves you with uncertainty. It leaves you with anger. It leaves you with defeat. And it could leave you with abandoning yourself once again. You know what it is to be you. You know your story because you've shared it many times. You know your triumphs because you shared those too. You know your strengths, you know your weaknesses, you know what you've learned to accept, you know what you've learned to acquire, you know what you've learned to lose. You've learned how to love yourself the right way and probably still learning, working on your mental. You're doing all of these things. But yet and still, you handing your value to other people. You're handing all of your work that you know to be true and to be solid to folks that want to get you at a discounted rate. And you literally feel like you don't know who you are anymore. You don't know what to do because you've allowed your identity that was so great that they were attracted to and loved on to be completely diminished and shrunken down because you wanted to latch on and identify with someone else who only has an identity because of what you showed them about them. Check your resume. Move yourself in the right rooms with the right people and the right things and the right situations, because if not, you're wasting your time now. You can't keep blaming everyone else for dropping you, for fumbling you. You're wasting your time and trying to prove to them what they already know. And they know that you know because now they want to use you for practice and to see how they can manipulate you and keep you around because they've rebounded or gained their footing in an old habit that destroyed them the first time. But they looked over your resume and seen, you could be a part of this system. You could be a part of this growth. You could be a part of my comeback, but it's going to cost you. It won't cost me. That is the mentality that we get from people when we do not know who we are and we do not check our resumes and we do not make sure to be mindful of the tables that we are sitting down and are supping with and who we are supping with. You could bring the table, you could bring the food, you could bring the entire setting, everything. And all you see on the other side of the table looking at you is this. You become somebody's dinner. Your gifts have become the main course. You know, the thoughtfulness, the dessert. Because when you sat down, your energy and your presence was the appetizer. Stop letting people pick the bones and picking their teeth with your bones. Stop giving yourself to people because you don't know who to give yourself to. That is because you don't know your value. You don't know how impactful you are because we stay in these places of supporting everybody else. But in all that we did to present our best selves, we should be using all of that to support and build ourselves and be in the rooms and be in the places that are meant to keep giving us value and not treating us conditionally and taking life and cheapening your brand. You don't deserve mediocrity. You don't deserve the scraps. You don't deserve to be breadcrumbed. You don't deserve to be ignored. You deserve the love. You deserve the protection. You deserve to be chosen. But you'll only know that if you check your resume and read over and remind you of who you are. That will make sure you will never give yourself away to people who like what they see and try to take from you to add it and fit into their system, only to learn that it doesn't work for them because they are not you and they can never be you. And no one around them could ever do what you do. You're not a copy. You're a blueprint. You're authentic. You're rare. You're divinely aligned. But you stepped out of alignment because you didn't check your resume. You didn't believe in yourself. You didn't trust you. You didn't think you were worthy. You wanted someone else to see your value. You wanted someone else to love on you. You wanted someone else to pick you up. When all they knew how to do was to cherry pick with you and just lay you down. Yeah. It's a hurt thing. It's a very, very unfortunate feeling. And you're left, like I said, with having to rebuild, to accept, and to release, and to make room for the right things and the right people to come in. But before that can come in, you have to make sure that everything that was broken and stolen is restored and secured even better, so that way it never happens to you again. Because if not, you're going to let anything or anybody in. And you're going to be pillaged and robbed of everything that has been God-given, has been divinely placed and uniquely designed in this beautiful, beautiful vessel that is you. I want you to let people to start to apply to be your friend, to be your lover, to be whatever it is that you're looking for. Now they need to apply, not the other way around. Take back your power. Take back what is for you. Take it all back and never let it go again. That resume is powerful, baby. It's time for you to use it the right way.